might be smelly and ugly, but in the dark, I'm just smelly.
I'm feeling like my body turned into honey and just spilled all over the floor.
Perfect, immaculate pear I have ever seen. It had like a little butt cheek on it.
I'm into sensual pictures of myself right now. This is odd. I cannot stop crying. Oh my God.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Yes.
It's episode number 42. 41.
Yes.
I messed it up. I messed it up already.
We are looking ahead.
Yes, I like the number 42 if you've read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ooh, that's a good shout out right here. Yes. This week we are bringing you a very emotionally packed episode. It's charged, but in a good way. In a good way. We're gonna talk about all of the beautiful, fun stuff that's happening in our community, what's happening at the gallery, what you can be a part of. We're gonna shout out some of our very own members, community members, and we'll talk about art.
Yeah, what else are we going to talk about?
So while you are making your art or folding your laundry, we're going to keep you company and hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm Anetta.
Oh, and I'm Grace.
As always. Well, hello. Welcome to the 41st episode of Santa Cruz Art League podcast.
Yes, welcome, welcome, and happy Valentine's Day to you guys. It's next week. Or I guess it's today if you guys are watching this when this video comes out.
Beautiful. I am feeling romantic. I am feeling all the vibes. I think it's...
The romantic vibes.
Santa Cruz is just so beautiful this time of the year.
I know, it's been so gorgeous. Plus Hearts for the Arts is going on over at Artisans.
Oh.
Artisans is having the Hearts for the Arts fundraiser. So if you're a fan of arts and you love love, then you gotta go there and get yourself some art.
Yes, and if you're a fan of Guillermo Aranda, you still have a chance until February 20th to check out the gallery. It's been so inspirational to me. I know, guys, I've been all over the place, painting tiny, painting big, because when you see, and I'm pointing this way because this time that's...
The gallery's
the gallery's there. When you see something so massive, and obviously because he's a famous muralist,
it's awe-inspiring.
It's
awe-inspiring. It's huge, the work that he's got in there. It's monumental, and, you know, that's what we can fit in the gallery. His murals are ginormous.
Yeah. So it's hard not to take it close to heart, you know? So I'm feeling all the vibes. Just Santa Cruz is so green and luscious and juicy. Feels very weird to describe a city or a town.
It's very packed.
Is that a hot take? I hope not. But I'm feeling the feels.
Feeling inspired.
Yeah, I really am. And shall we give a shout out to one of our members, yes. Lily?
Lily did. It's fun. I love it because we were talking about doing homework and stuff, and we were like, oh, maybe we should assign homework to our viewers. And Lily, shout out to you, who actually did it. Let me pull up her
Instagram.
Her Instagram, it's at Lily Dickerson. Put me to shame. This is beautiful.
This is gorgeous. She's so talented.
She's the best.
And if you don't know, Lily's one of our members. She had her pieces displayed in our gallery. She comes to our critique group, which we still are yet to bring you updates about the critique group.
It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
We promise we're not forgetting or neglecting you on that. But that makes me so happy.
I know, I'm so stoked.
And that is, by the way, from one of the classical artists.
That we talked about.
Yes, Egon Schiele.
Yes, that's the name. I was going to look it up because it escapes me, like always.
Yes, it's so exciting to see your guys' creativity. And I know it's the beginning of the year, but I'm already looking forward to the end of the year for the members show. I know the previous one hasn't been that long ago, but just seeing all the talent of our community and just love to all the community. Can you tell?
I know, it's so much fun. And also just like if you watching this would also like us to give you a little shout out, tag the Art League's Instagram and be like, show this on SCAL.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'd love to see it. So.
Or alternatively, if you don't use Instagram, admin@scal.org and send us your work.
Send us what you're working on. I feel like we're always sharing our sketches and art stuff that we're working on, but whatever you guys are working on, if you want to share it with us and also our viewers, send it in.
Absolutely, and we'll put it on the screen like we did with Lily's beautiful piece of art.
Amazing. Okay, and then also I wanted to check in, how are we doing on our resolutions?
Ooh,
Speaking of art homework.
Great. I'm doing great, except, like, I'm always going to tell you something has to give, and my art practice is going so strong. And I know it might sound like a broken record, but I'm going to sing the love sonnets to our legendary Linda Lord. If you're not familiar, she's a teacher here at Santa Cruz Art League. She teaches watercolor classes. And we have some new classes coming up. With new dates
we do.
Announced.
You can sign up. They just got posted, and you can go to our website, scal.org/our-classes. I don't know why that's the link that we chose, but we chose it, so that's what we're using.
Check out the classes, and it doesn't matter whether you've been to art school, if you haven't been to art school, and this is just your introduction to it. We have such varied levels and varied desires that people, expect from the class. Someone just comes, has fun, enjoys it. I thoroughly enjoy the critique aspect of the class, and Linda's critique is always so on point.
It's so spot on. She's just concise.
And let me just tell you, when she's like, this is perfect, this is beautiful, I love this, I'm feeling...
Ascension.
I'm feeling like my body turned into honey and just spilled all over the floor. That's how it feels.
It's amazing. It's a great feeling. Yeah. Oh, and then Susie Wilson's Back to Basics, a still life class started yesterday. So I helped her set up, and then I helped her break it down before Linda's Thursday class. But it's always super fun. I like helping teachers set up their classes and stuff because we get to kind of catch up and chat and see what's going on, and then I get to see all the students as they come in and set up their stuff, and then at the end of the class I get to come in and see what everybody's been working on. I wish I had gotten some pictures or something, but she had this still life set up with the most perfect, immaculate pear I have ever seen. It had like a little butt cheek on it that everybody was working on.
I love that.
Chef's kiss. But it's just so cool to see. I love drawing classes. If you are interested in taking a drawing class at the Art League, I know that Toa Dallo does them on Wednesday evenings. He has kind of a rotational thing with other subjects. Susie Wilson's definitely going to be teaching more. I think Robert Dvorak's classes is this weekend at time of recording, so you might have missed out on that one, but I will be bringing him back.
There will be more, yeah.
Well, there's going to be more. So follow our website, sign up for our newsletter, Instagram, wherever you can find us, and you'll know. You'll be the first to know when we've got some classes.
Yeah, newsletter is a great way to keep in touch. And when it comes to Susie, she has such a beautiful, distinct style to her work. When you see it in the gallery, you just know it touches your heart in such a special way. And I feel like same for Linda Lord's works. So it is a very big deal to learn from someone like that. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, and then at the end of the month on Sunday, I cannot recommend this guy enough, Lanny Markaski. He has figure drawing classes every last Sunday of the month. I've taken a few of them. They're wonderful. So you can do that too.
Yeah, and that's on your art resolutions.
Yes.
Going back to ours, so just to wrap this up, doing great. Painting watercolor every single day. Almost finished a 16 by 20 watercolor piece, my biggest watercolor piece yet.
Amazing.
And I'm so happy with it. I don't know, I'm not going to probably show it here for reasons. I'm into sensual pictures of myself right now. And I'll just leave it at that. And that's just the era I'm in. Okay, don't judge me or judge me.
Everybody's got to make a sexy portrait at some point in their life. If you haven't done it, I recommend it. You should.
I second that.
Yeah.
I might donate one for luck of the draw this year.
Heck yeah.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But that being said, not to just sound like I'm doing great, I'm going to paint you one picture with words so you understand how my art practice is going. I've spilled protein powder in my car because I didn't tighten the shaker last Sunday on my passenger seat.
Oh no.
The protein powder is still there and it's Friday. And that's all you need to know.
We love a messy girl. Let's go.
And it's very rare for me, but that's just, I feel like, the epitome of how my art practice is going.
You've been so frazzled. I'm just like, mess, leave it.
I'm just locked in, you know. But that doesn't stop me. I still paint every day and I'm still locked in. And I'm thoroughly enjoying all the doodles and sketches that you're sending me.
Yes.
Girl, you've been going
I've been doing
strong.
It hasn't been every single day that I've been sketching, but most days I'm taking at least a little time to doodle in my notebook. We can share a little bit here. Honestly, it's been a lot of pictures of my cat and hands and, you know, yeah, I find that I've been really stoked on drawing pictures of Mink. It's been a lot of fun. He's a good model.
And those are really good sketches. And I'm not just saying that. I don't say things like that just to say them. They are fabulous.
Thank you.
And it's not just because Mink is a cutie.
He is a cutie, though.
He is a cutie.
He's like 2/3 of the beauty in any of the sketching I do of him is just because he's inherently
fabulous.
A cutie patootie.
But I think you're doing a really great job of capturing detail with minimal pen strokes, which is not as easy to do as it might seem.
It takes practice. Mm-hmm. It just takes like setting a timer and being like, how fast can I draw this? Mm-hmm. Figure drawing is definitely like a great avenue for practicing that because there's a lot of gesture work. So if you're trying to get better at sketching, and Robert Dvorak's classes mm-hmm. where he does his like 1 minute sketching.
1 minute sketching, yeah.
It's about like compressing, I don't know, like if you take your glasses off and you don't see as much detail, mm-hmm. that's what you want.
And Linda says that about watercolor too, of squinting.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that I did by myself, and Linda gave a shout out to in the class, and I was like, hallelujah, because I felt like, you know, we're in the same wavelength, is putting your work to the mirror and like far away to see it, not just from distance, but mirrored.
That makes sense.
I do that a lot, especially with like the bigger works that I'm working on to get some perspective.
Interesting. I usually take a picture of it with my camera and flip it, mm-hmm. But that would also work too.
And taking a picture was another tip mm-hmm. of hers.
Take a picture, or like just get up and like take a lap around somewhere and come back mm-hmm. to look at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I noticed that I sent you the pictures of my work, and I was really happy with the skin tone that I managed to portray. But then I slept on it. I came back in the morning and I'm realizing that the woman I painted is just milky white, and it's beautiful. It's a very mm-hmm. beautiful skin tone. It's just very much not me. And you know that scary feeling mm-hmm. of like, it's a very crucial part and I don't want to stuff it up.
I feel like I struggle with that, especially in watercolor, because once you go in, it's really hard to take anything out. And so you're like, I don't want to mess this up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, having good paper really helps. I painted on 300 pounds watercolor paper in the last class, and you get so spoiled when you use good art materials. It's ridiculous.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Oh, and on that note, I've ordered some handmade watercolor paper, 300 pounds watercolor paper. Yes, because it's just too good. And at one point, I aspired to order handmade watercolor paper from Japan, but that's just
good watercolor.
But that's just. It's a little...
Yeah, like one of these days.
Yes. I need to sell few of the works first. And okay. Do you remember when I said that I would not take commissions.
Uh-oh. Are we taking commissions?
Maybe.
Oh, where can we commission Anetta to do some art?
Okay, in all fairness, I'm painting pet portraits of a friend in exchange for the goods. So goods and services exchange. I love a good barter.
Okay, barter economy. Love a gift economy.
I'm gonna cut this out, but
amazing. Very Santa Cruz.
yes. So I've been thinking about it a lot, how this podcast is just the evolution of us as humans together with the gallery evolution.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Things are always growing and changing.
Another
thing, so Rodney Harder, I think I've talked about him before. He actually has a show that he's curated. I'm going to go grab the poster in a second and then we can give some information. But he is a collector. He used to live in New York where he went to art school. But he talks about how he amassed a good chunk of his collection by just trading art for art with other artists. So I always feel like that's such a fun way to get new art into your home, is to be like, let's trade art.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
If you guys want to meet up with each other in the comments and figure out who you're giving art to, feel free to do it.
Or alternatively, once we announce our critique group dates.
Yes! You could bring a little thing to trade.
Maybe really for next month. But actually, do you know what? Your piece that you brought to critique group, the one that's currently hanging in my house, that's when I spotted the lady with
yes.
I love that piece so much. Aww. And I purchased one of, not just one of, but it is one of my small Grace Albers collection of art. I'm a mini collector.
Yes! I have... No, sorry guys, I didn't mean to hit you.
You have patrons.
A patron.
Patrons of your art. And that's, going to the critique group is how I've spotted that piece of art that I genuinely love so much. And that's one of the ways. And so bring your art to critique group once we announce it, and we promise to do that.
Yes.
So you never know. You might meet a fan of your art who is just going to be like, hey, how can I buy this? Because I really love it.
We love artists supporting artists.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. And the community, and not to, again, looking too far into the future, but the Open Studios preview is one of the greatest examples where you can just support and purchase a piece of art.
Totally.
That's what it's about. I just love our art community so much.
It's so nice being at the Art League. There's so much going on. I'm so excited for the critique group to start back up.
Yes. Oh my God.
Also, there have been some free Art League classes it's every other month right now. But Hashra Meeks has been teaching a bunch of them. Lanny, I think, has committed to doing one in July.
I'm very excited for that.
That's going to be sick. Yeah.
Make sure you are subscribed to our newsletter so that you do not miss them. And they'll be on our class schedule. So
of course.
Keep an eye out.
And if you're wanting to put your art in the gallery, need I remind you to go to our website under the exhibitions tab. There is an open calls section. I don't know if any of the calls are open to receiving art right now, but all the themes and prospectuses are up there, so you can check them out and then set your calendars for when the open call is going to be open. So.
And I'm already looking forward to Jody Alexander's show. The textile show for all of
so excited
our talented textile artists. It's going to be great.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm super excited to check out that show and everybody that's in there. I am stoked that we have a textile show coming up.
All the parties that are first Fridays. It's a good time to connect with all the people, because I feel like a lot of the artists who create come to these openings, and you get to chat, you get to touch base, kind of like a once a month party for all the community that is happening here at the Art League, and it's just such a good time. So if you've missed the February first Friday, make sure you do not miss the one in March.
Exactly. And let me get the date for you too.
Oh, let's do that.
So we have it. Because today is first Friday of February at time of recording.
Yes.
And then the next first Friday, it's also going to be March 6th.
Oh, okay.
What a coinky dinky. So you guys better be here.
Yes, and on that beautiful note, shall we move into double exposure?
Yes, let's do it.
And this week you have a wonderful contemporary artist.
I have the contemporary artist this week, and I want to start this off by saying this artist, their work is very political, and I personally am super stoked on their views, but this does not represent the views of the Santa Cruz Art League itself.
We're just girls.
I'm just here to share the art. I think that she is doing really awesome work, and I want to share it. Her name is Isabelle Brouman, and she started out as a courtroom sketch artist. Her first trial was the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, and then she was there for the Donald Trump trial. And then her most recent work, which is how I found out about her and what I'm really excited by, is she goes to ICE protests and sits there and sketches like she has her drawing board out. She has literally been shot and like deflected a bullet with her artboard.
Oh, that's gonna make me cry.
She is badass, and I just want to celebrate her work. This is some of the stuff that she does. She goes out. She's been in Minnesota in the cold. While all this craziness is happening, and she is just documenting what's going on. It's powerful stuff. But that's literally her in the corner there. And she's out there with her gas mask on and documenting what's going on.
Oh my god. This is art. I cannot stop crying. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
It really is. I think that it's so out there. Something about like when people who are protesting bring like kind of an element of like absurdity, like when the protests were happening and everybody was wearing like inflatable dinosaur costumes, you know, like this lady, she's running out around here with like her giant drawing board, which like, you know, feels very out of place during like this very serious protest. And like it's serious stuff that she's depicting, but it just goes to show like the people who are participating in this protest aren't like doing anybody harm. And nevertheless, she's still getting pelted with rubber bullets. She's also been a artist at immigration courts.
The bravery of, she manages to capture it in such a concise and striking manner, with the color, with the shapes.
The composition, there's just so much detail packed into everything.
It's such a distinct style that captures the chaos in a very powerful way. Oh my goodness.
She was also at the Luigi Mangione trial. But she just has some really outstanding work.
I can see some Kandinsky. There's Kandinsky for anyone who is willing to see it,
there are cathedrals for all with eyes to see.
Yes. And it's phenomenal. It is abstract enough to not be trite or like banal. I'm so glad you showed this for us today. This is an incredibly unique style.
Her stuff is so cool. It's so cool, and I love the work that she does. I think it's really amazing that she's actually, you know, she has been to the immigration court. She goes and sits through these trials, and now she's out in the front lines documenting what's going on. And you know, that's art. She is such a badass for that. And
well, this is the first time I'm crying on the show, because is this the first time? Let me fact check myself. That's probably not, but it is so powerful.
Yeah.
And I feel like it catches the absurdity and renders the absurdity of our reality, where sometimes you can't help but disassociate from what is happening.
Right.
And
some of her stuff just feels like a fever dream, which is like very accurate to what is going on.
The bravery of this woman, oh my goodness. It is phenomenal. The line work together with the wash of color, it's so masterfully done.
It's beautiful work, and I think that one of the most important things when you are a witness to any sort of like systemic injustice is to document it. That's one of the most important things that you can do, because I think that in a lot of cases, if you have like overreach of any kind, the first thing that people do is try to like downplay, try to hide, try to obfuscate what's going on. And so to have somebody who's there to bear witness and leave documentation of what's going on, I think is it's really important right now. So
it's gonna go really hard in 15 years when everyone will be against this.
if only. These are just my personal opinions. Obviously, I'm, just sharing this artist who's, I think, is doing some really amazing work. And I think you guys should check her out, and you can follow her on Instagram at loveizzystudio.
It's not every day you get so stricken by art in the most beautiful and heartbreaking way.
It's so powerful. And
creative nonfiction is such a good way to describe her art. It's spot on. And there's just so many styles blended in it.
Right, it's like some parts of it are almost kind of cubist.
Or like I can see some Bauhaus in it, which I'm gonna speak on when I'm talking about the classical artist. And I can see even some of Basquiat reflected. It's just, it's very culturally informed. That's how I'm gonna describe it. It's very well culturally informed. And it does not just, it's not limited by use of line work and color.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal work.
Oh my goodness, very rich. This is something which, like, I would want to see kind of Guillermo Aranda style,
I know. I want to see this in person. I want to just, it's amazing. It's amazing work.
Wow.
So, thank you for doing such amazing work.
Phenomenal. Thank you for highlighting her in this week's episode. This is strong stuff.
Yeah.
The time we live in just slightly feels surreal sometimes, but
It certainly can. On that note,
and on that note, we're gonna go into some classics. And today I would like to talk about Josef Albers. One of the artists I dearly love. He was born in 1888 in Germany, and he passed away in New Haven, Connecticut in 1976. And he is one of the most influential art teachers of the 20th century.
very cool.
And I love his book on interaction of color, and the little note to Bauhaus that I've made. That's where we're going. And I know we've spoken about Bauhaus here and there. Like, for example, you can't talk about Kandinsky without, giving ties to Bauhaus.
We've talked about some designers. And...
Yes.
Ooh.
And just to highlight the time when it was made, again, the post-impressionist, expressionist era, where the scenes were still somewhat tied to realistic scenes and still
to representational media.
Our guy Josef went with the study of color, and he did a series of homage to the square. And we are going to talk about Malevich at some point, whom I dearly love as well. Black Square, the one I'm referring to, which
Of course.
I feel like most everyone knows. But his variants are just so near and dear to my heart.
This one also almost looks like computer generated. It looks like, you know, 90s graphics.
Yes, it does. And he also, I will show some sculptures that he did in this style. So he didn't only work 2D, he touched the photography, the sculpture.
He was a multimedia man.
Love me some multimedia artist, but it's just so delightful. And I understand that looking at it in 2026 might not seem as revolutionary because, well, what haven't we seen these days, right? But I just want to take you back to like beginning of 20th century and him devoting his life is going to sound a little dramatic, but devoting a lot of his time to the study of color enough that he felt compelled to write books on it. And his compositions are just they're classics. They are classics.
Ooh, I love this one.
Penetrating Bee. Oh, it's very complex.
Yeah, his use of color is really interesting. This one makes me think of Guernica, the Picasso painting.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Like composition-wise, it's like Guernica without all the people.
I love that.
Very cool.
The composition and the style, they're black and white, so you can see the values at its finest together with geometry.
Yeah, some of these looks like he had that like red light or like the red filter on his black and white camera, so you get those like really dark, crisp blue skies. So when you're seeing the blue sky and it looks kind of dark almost, that's usually because they have like that little filter.
That could be
a night sky though. I'm looking at that now.
But then how would you know that the shades...
How it's illuminated.
They're just so much more complex than it might seem from the first glance, exactly for that reason of study of light and dark, light and shade. The geometry of it, I feel like it's classics for a good reason. And some of, like, this is very Bauhaus,
right?
In my opinion.
That one, it feels very futuristic.
And he was from a family of craftsmen, so he learned a lot of trade growing up, but then he moved to the States, and then he went back to Germany to be a part of the Bauhaus and be a professor. But as the Nazi regime escalated in the Germany, he moved back to the States because notoriously Nazi regime is not favoring abstract art or conceptual art.
They didn't like modernism. It was very like return to the glorious past and realism. And that's what real art is. Perfectly rendering things. God, that makes me think about my current watercolor phase and the current regime that is happening. But that's a story for another day. All art is real art.
Exactly. His wife, he was with her until his passing, and she outlived him by 20 years. She passed away in her 90s in 1994. So we love us one-woman man. His mannequin photography, this is just
so interesting.
I'm such a fan because I feel like he manages to capture the composition and the colors even in the black and white photography.
Right. I mean, the composition of his photography still feels very abstract. It feels like his paintings,
yes,
which I think is wonderful.
The untitled Laundry on the Clothesline. This is so delightfully abstract despite being photography, which is not as easy to achieve as it might seem. Which you can kind of still, one of those illusions of like, is it an old lady, is it a young lady? I feel like you can see that in his photography of like, I can still tell you what it is, but
you're guessing what it is.
But it also looks abstract enough, and with the values in the picture, that adds so much depth.
Well, the one on the clothesline, to me, it feels very surrealist. It's like, that's not how a dress looks when you hang it from a clothesline, but got it in a picture. So.
And yeah, that's capturing the exact moment and the movement. Paul Klee, also very famous artist, obviously. Some pictures from Biarritz, which is in France. A garden chairs.
Of course.
It's just so delightful, and I feel like a lot of modern day, what I call, no offense, Airbnb art, Airbnb photography, is kind of attempting to achieve this. Yes, exactly. This perfection of composition and color. And I love his book Interaction of Color. That's
his famous squares. I love his use of color.
It's just perfect. And okay, maybe we can give some homework for our beautiful people who are listening. I feel like it would be so fun to just take the colors that are exactly like in one of those, like light blue, forest green, Kelly green, and ultramarine, and use just those colors and see what comes up.
Make some art with some of the colors that are depicted here.
Because I feel like for me that would be such an interesting challenge to step out of the norm and use just those.
A limited color palette.
It's simple, but it's happy. And it's not, I'm not saying it's happy just because it uses color. It's
very playful and musical.
Oh, it's interesting that you're saying musical. Yes, there's a lot of movement in it, and I feel like I'm extrapolating my feelings, obviously, as we all do with art. But it feels happy because it has movement in it.
It has not delightful motion and
motion. Yes, that's a good.
It's wonderful.
Good way to describe it. So,
but yeah, it does feel very musical. It feels.
I love that you say that. Yeah, I can. totally see that.
Sometimes you can just hear a painting, and I feel like this is one of those.
And obviously he inspired a lot of the artists with his works that are so seemingly simple yet so striking, of like taking colors like pink and green that are famously a very successful combination that like movies like Wicked these days use to promote their products. But hey, let's look at the origins of it, you know, and see how simple and how effective it can be using just a few colors. And I think like I think that Josef was a very monumental figure for the arts and the movement in it.
This one feels Kandinsky.
Yes, it does. And I mean, when you're in one movement, I feel like it's inevitable that
there's a little overlap. There's cross-pollination and inspiration.
And him being a professor and being so influential, that's not a surprise. And I feel like we're all, like, tying it back to the beginning of the show, like I got influenced by our current show, our current exhibit, and well, that's only fair because we get inspired by our surroundings.
It's great.
Yeah, so that's my pick of the
Amazing.
week.
And thank you guys so much for listening. And what do you think about the artists that we shared today? And who should we share next time?
Oh,
If you have any recommendations, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe one of those days we are going to share your art as a contemporary artist. Who knows? We did share Melissa West in one of the episodes, our very own local artist. So, impossible is nothing.
We're just here to share some artists that make us think, make us want to make more art, feel things, and
make us cry, apparently.
Yes, that's important. Sometimes art makes you cry. And
it's
how you know it's good.
And you see, that's the visceral reaction that you get sometimes. It's something that bypasses so many layers of our psyche and just strikes us right into the heart. And I don't think I mentioned this, or did I? In our community meeting at the end of January, while we were assembled with our little group here at the Art League, a gentleman came in who wanted to see Aranda's show. And Beth was like, we're not really like open for public today, but please like come through. And he was so happy and so grateful. And he's like, do you know who you have here? He's a very big artist. This is such a big deal. I'm saying he was so grateful to, be allowed access off the hours, so to say. And he, took the leaflets to attend the first Friday, and he was so touched by the ability to witness the art.
That's so cool. I love when people make, sometimes people just travel extra because they hear about something that's happening. And I feel like that is one of the things that always strikes me. I remember for David Fleming's show, he used to teach in San Jose. He taught design, and his former students, they came to the opening for his exhibit, and they brought some of their portfolios from their school days, and it was just such a sweet moment to see. He talked about how he misses teaching, and then I was like, maybe you want to teach at the Art League, and he was like, meh. So I think he just misses teaching in colleges.
It's a different setting.
It totally is.
It's a different vibe,
but it was so nice to see people show up, and I know that that's going to happen tonight because Guillermo has touched so many lives, so
it's going to be busy.
I know. I'm ready for it.
Yes, and talking about Fleming, we did have a piece of his in our Luck of the Draw fundraiser.
Yes, he donates every year. So
if you are
Fleming,
if you are a fan. Wait up until the news about a Luck of the Draw fundraiser towards the end of the year, and maybe you'll get a chance to win a piece of his by a very little fixed price, which is a treat. So
totally.
Can you tell I'm already kind of
we're planning out
ahead, but for now I think this is it for today. It's been a very touching episode. I feel like, covered a lot of base of what's happening in the gallery, what's happening in our practice, our lives, and hope you had a good time.
I hope you had a good time. We look forward to seeing you next week. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes. Tell your friends and family you love them, and all that fun stuff.
Yes. Be romantic. All right, have a good week. Bye.
Bye. We're gonna make you that Kim Kardashian crying sticker.
I'm an ugly cry. I'm an ugly cry.
I'm just ugly.
No! Don't say that about my friend. That is so mean and not true. What is that? No.
One of my friends in high school, their senior quote was, "I might be smelly and ugly, but in the dark I'm just smelly."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's good stuff.
Oh, that's gonna make me cry. Oh, that's gonna be good for thumbnail, I guess.
Yeah, it's like I'm bullying you.
By the way, is my face okay?
Your face is okay. Aside from the crying, you're doing okay.
Story of my life. Aside from the crying, I'm doing okay.
If I wasn't crying so much, I'd be...
Dude, you shattered me with that artist. That is just...
So sorry.
No, that's like some good fucking art.
I saw that, I was like, this is the coolest person I've seen in my entire life, and I have to share it. So, thank you guys. He's so cool.
The bravery of some people. Not everyone can or has ability, or not for everyone it is safe to go out and protest.
But this woman is braving the below freezing temperatures and the tear gas and the rubber bullets, and she's out there and she's fighting the good fight.
And I feel like supporting arts is the least we can do.